Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. So everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Great guys, amazing, amazing. Okay, so is there any issues with the audio or the video guys? Please let me know. No issues whatsoever? Great guys, amazing, amazing. So how are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know. Good, amazing guys, amazing, amazing. So welcome to this new boot camp on backend web development with JavaScript, Node.js, and Express. There's a lot that we are going to study in this boot camp. Before introducing myself or before introducing the boot camp itself, I would love to know a little bit more about you. Okay, Shekhar, the HTML CSS bootcamp is from 8:45. Okay, please check the website. The HTML bootcamp is from 8:45. Right now, we are in the backend web development bootcamp itself. Okay, so before introducing myself or the bootcamp itself, because it's the very first day, so do let me know, guys. What are you guys currently doing? For example, what is your name? From which college are you from? And which part of India are you from, or in the world as well? So, shall we start with our introductions itself? Please let me know. Shall we start with our introductions itself, guys? Please do introduce yourself in the live chat, guys. So we are having sixth semester BSIT from Pakistan. We are having people from Hyderabad, Solanpur, Assam. We are having people from Andhra Pradesh. We are having second year students from not Thapa University, ECE, PDPU. We are having people from a lot of different places, as I'm able to see right over here. Telangana. We have people from Nigeria. We have people from Sri Lanka. We have people from Nigeria once again. We have people from Mumbai. We have people from Parul University, Pune, from Bangalore, from Sri Lanka once again, Warangal, Ghaziabad. We are having people from Uttar Pradesh, Kenya. We are having people from Kenya as well. That's great to see. A lot of people from Kenya and Nigeria. That's really good to see. Ivory Coast. We have people from Ivory Coast as well. Assam, Pune. We have people from Lucknow and Indonesia. We have people from Tamil Nadu. We are having people from Jaipur. Oh, that's really great, guys. I'm able to see a lot of different students from a lot of different parts of the world as well as from India. So that's really very awesome to see right over here, guys. So once that you guys have introduced yourself right now, so let me introduce myself to you guys. So my name is Shaurasana and I will be your instructor for the next 7 days of this boot camp. And this particular boot camp, guys, we are going to start off. I will explain what we are going to do in this boot camp. So I started my journey as a data analyst intern in Reliance Industries, where I worked for 2 months as a data analyst intern. After that, I worked as a data scientist intern at Geo for almost 6 months. After that, I shifted into Google. I worked in Google for almost 14 to 15 months as an Explore ML lead, that's a machine learning lead itself. After that, I joined a lot of different startups. I worked as a front-end engineer, back-end engineer in DevOps and cloud and full stack web development. I worked as a machine learning engineer as well. And I'm currently working as a full stack web developer in Fastnell. So that is a quick introduction about myself. For the previous 2 months, I've conducted more than 200 different boot camps and seminars on this particular channel itself. and I've taught more than I think so more than 6,000 students up till now. So yeah, that is a little bit of introduction about myself, just so that you guys are able to understand who I am. Along with that, I have placed students. Like I'm one of the technical recruiters for more than 15 different companies as well. Wherein I'm the particular person who takes up the interviews, who selects students for these companies. So yeah, so that is a quick introduction about myself right now. When it comes to this bootcamp, guys, we are going to learn JavaScript. We are going to learn backend web development using Node Express. That is what we'll be focusing upon this particular bootcamp itself. There are no prerequisites associated with this bootcamp. The only prerequisite that I'm asking from you guys is that you should be able to understand what I am speaking. That's it. Okay, you should be able to understand what I am speaking, like the English language that I'm speaking right now. That is the only prerequisite for this bootcamp, guys. Everything else will be taught to you guys from the utmost basics in this bootcamp. We'll be starting out by learning the programming language that is JavaScript. Then we'll be progressing towards learning backend web development, Node.js, Express. At the end, we'll be creating a project as well. Okay, we'll be creating a project at the very end, and that project is what you can put up on your resume. Now, for those who don't understand English, see guys, if you're coming to a boot camp on IT related stuff such as backend web development, I'm assuming the fact that you guys are interested to join into a company or get a job in this particular background itself. And when you are coming to an interview for any job, you need to have very fluent English. You need to understand English itself. So if you don't understand English, that is a very big demerit. Please try to understand that students are joining in this bootcamp from all across the world, not just from India. So that is the reason why I'm using English as the mode of communication language. Everything else related to IT, I will be teaching you guys that. The only thing that I'm asking from you guys is that you should be able to understand English. Now, the second particular best part about this bootcamp is that we have collaborated with three different corporates. So you will be getting certificates not just from DevTown but also from Google and Microsoft in this particular bootcamp, guys. So let me show you guys the certificates that you will be getting at the end of this bootcamp. Okay, so I'll just go on LinkedIn, and students, when they receive their certificates, they usually post it up on LinkedIn itself, as you're able to see. So Priyanshi Jaiswal has posted the bootcamp certificates of hands-on cloud computing with AWS, as you're able to see right over here. So this is the certificate that you will be receiving at the end of this bootcamp via Microsoft Student Learn Ambassador program. Then you will be receiving this particular certificate that is via Google, the students, Google Developer Students Club via Google at the end of this program. And the third particular certificate is via DevTown that you will be provided with. Now, at the end of the bootcamp, our aim is that you started this bootcamp with no or zero knowledge in backend web development or in JavaScript, and you're coming out of this bootcamp with some knowledge of JavaScript, some knowledge of backend web development, a project that you can place upon your resume, as well as three certificates that you can add to your resume with good credibility from Google and Microsoft. That is the aim of this bootcamp, guys, to make sure that you guys are getting a platform where you are able to learn freely. So that is everything about the same. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Good. So that is all that we will be teaching you guys, and all that you will be getting at the end of this bootcamp as well. A quick introduction about it. Now, without wasting any further time, let us start with our today's session, guys. We'll start with our learning process. Now, please try to understand this, guys, that whatever we are going to learn for the first day, it is going to be a little bit theoretical in nature. The reason for that is you need to understand that anybody and everybody coming to this boot camp does not even know. Okay, there are some students who don't even know what is web development. So starting a programming language, our aim is to make sure that even with zero knowledge about development itself, we are able to teach you guys everything from the utmost basics. So for those guys who know everything in advance, I'm telling you guys, If you have any, if you want to like help the community out, if somebody is not able to understand what I'm teaching, just help them out in the live chat, answer their queries if you know everything from the start itself. Okay, so yeah, Rebo's music, the certificates have been sent. If you have received DevTown and Google certificate, then Microsoft certificate would also have been received by you. Please check your spam emails. I think so you have just missed out on the email itself. If two certificates have been sent, the third will also be sent to you. It's not as if we are getting something by holding one certificate. Okay, so and if still you are having some issues, just email it to us on certificate@devtown.in. Okay, so let's get started right away. Palak, the HTML bootcamp is at 8:45 today. Okay, please check the timings. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's get started right away. And again, make sure that you are paying attention to what is being taught to you guys in the class. Okay, today initially there will be a lot of theory, I know, but do not worry, we will be having a lot of practicals and a lot of coding at the same time, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's get started right away, guys. Let me show you guys the paint and let me take it out so that I'm able to see your chat section as well. Okay, this is the case. Sure. Okay, so let's get started right now, guys. Again, just reminding you guys, for those guys who are here just for the certificates, I'm very sorry, but you will not be receiving the certificates. Okay, those guys who are here, who are going to come every single day, who are going to learn every single day, who are here for knowledge, are the only students who will be receiving the certificates as well. So every student who is like, "Hey, how to get the certificate, where is the certificate, what is the certificate," so you guys can stop. Okay, the certificates will only be given to those guys who are actually studying in the class. So if you are here and you are here to learn, then I'm here to teach and focus on the teaching aspect. Learn right away here. The certificates don't matter if you don't have the right knowledge associated with it. So if you want the certificates, first listen to the class, learn everything in the class, and then get towards your certificates. I'll be letting you guys know about the certificates, right? So let's get started right away, guys. Okay. So how many of you guys do not know what is web development, guys? That would be my very first question, guys. How many of you guys do not know what is web development? How many of you don't know what is web development, guys? Okay. So try to understand it that you guys are using websites such as youtube.com, netflix.com, you're using google.com, you're using so many different websites as of this particular point of time, right? Somebody created those websites. Somebody sat there, write the entire code for those websites that were created. So those developers whose major task is to creating these websites that you guys are currently using, every company, every application at any particular point of time needs websites to be created for general users to use. So those people who create these websites are called as web developers, and the process of creating these websites are called as web development, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please do let me know. Good. Now there are four pillars of web development, guys. At any particular point of time, any website that is getting made, these four parts or these four processes are there. These are called as the four pillars of web development, guys. So if I'm telling you just the names, it is called as the front end web development, the back end web development. The current bootcamp is based upon the pillar that is the back end web development. Then you're having cloud computing, and then you're having DevOps. Now, many of you guys must have heard about these buzzwords, okay? Front end, back end, cloud computing, DevOps. You must have heard about these buzzwords itself. Many of you guys might know as well what are these technologies, and many of you guys might not even know what these things are, right? So let us start from the utmost basic understanding. What is front end, what is back end, what is cloud computing, what is DevOps. And once we have understood it, then we'll be focusing a lot more in depth in backend web development. Okay, so I will be using my patented example of restaurants itself right over here. Everybody and anybody that is present in this bootcamp has went to restaurants at any particular point of time. Divya Rathod, the HTML and CSS bootcamp is starting from 8:45. Divya, it is starting from 8:45. Please check the website. Please check the YouTube channel itself. Okay. So, like I said, guys, anybody and everybody that is here must have went to a restaurant at any particular point of time, and people know what is a restaurant, right? When you go to the restaurant, you are able to see that there are tables that are there, right? Then there are chairs that are situated right over there. Then you are having some type of decoration that is there. Then you are having some fans, you are having some kind of lighting systems, you're having some carpets that has been laid out for you guys, and so on and so forth. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. You must have seen all these different stuff when you go to a restaurant. So this is called as the front end of the restaurant, guys. Front end of the restaurant. Why front end? Because this is the side of the restaurant that the users, as a user, when I'm going to go there and eat, I'm able to interact and see only this front end of the restaurant, where I'm able to go there, interact with it, sit on it, eat food right over there, pay my bill and leave. That is what I'm able to see. That is what I'm able to interact with as well. And hence it is called as the front end of the restaurant. Similar to that, whenever you go to websites as well, for example, right now if I'm going to a website, let's assume netflix.com. If I go to netflix.com itself, right now, whatever I'm able to see on my screen, whatever I'm able to click on, okay, whatever I'm able to look at on my screen itself, all that is called as your front end of the website itself. Okay, everything and anything, all the text that you are able to see, all the images that you are able to see, all the videos that you are able to see right over here, that is the front end of the restaurant, because you are able to see that, you as a user is able to interact with the website like that. Okay, so that is what you mean by the front end of the website. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Good. The next particular part of a restaurant is its kitchen, right? So there is a kitchen right over here. There will be burners that will be there. There will be like pans and stuff that will be placed on the burner itself. There will be some tools that will be there for you guys to cook, some spatulas and everything that will be there, some plates that will be arranged right over here. Then you will be having a storage unit as well, right? There'll be a storage unit as well, guys, right, guys? Inside of the storage unit, you will be provided with where you're storing your spices, where you're storing your vegetables, your meat, all those kind of stuff you'll be storing in the storage area. Now, this is called as the kitchen or the back end of your restaurant, guys. This is called as the kitchen or the back end of your restaurant. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. It's called as the back end of the restaurant because it's a kitchen, right? Now, as a user, if I'm going to the restaurant to eat right over there, in that particular case, I cannot enter into the kitchen. Only the people working at that restaurant can enter into the kitchen, right? I am a user, I'm going there to just eat. Then I cannot go into the kitchen. Only the people who are working in the restaurant are allowed to get into the kitchen itself. Now, whatever food that you order, right? Whatever food that you order right over there inside of the front end, they do not create it in front of you, right? What is the business idea? What is the business logic behind a restaurant, guys? Please try to understand it. What is the business logic behind a restaurant being able to function, restaurant being able to bring you to the restaurant? That you don't know how to cook like butter chicken or something like that. You don't know how to cook chicken tandoori. In that particular case, you go to a restaurant to eat that food because you don't know how to cook it. Now, if they are cooking, so let's assume that you ordered butter chicken and then the chef is coming right over there in front of you inside of the restaurant and he starts preparing the food in front of you itself. And okay, this is the spice that I add, this is the oil that I add, this is the chicken that I'm adding right over here, this is how I'm cooking the entire shit up, then you will know how to create the better chicken with the exact same taste as what is being prepared in the restaurant. From the next time, you will not be coming to that restaurant, because now you know that. Now you know how to cook it in your home itself, right? So they don't do that. They don't create it in front of you. They take your order, they send it to the kitchen itself. Inside of the kitchen, there is a chef that will prepare the food without you being able to see it, right, guys? Without you being able to see it. And that is the how the business idea, the business logic of the entire restaurant remains intact, because as a user you cannot go inside of the kitchen and check what the chef is preparing, how the chef is preparing, right? This is called as the back end of the restaurant itself. In a similar way, when you have a particular website, okay, when you have a particular website as well, if you go to the website, okay, whatever, for example, Netflix, why is Netflix so famous? First of all, you cannot keep so many different videos, so many different TV series, so many different shows and movies inside of your own computer. It is just impossible. All there will be millions and millions of movies and TV series that will be there, and that will be around like billions of TB that will be there. You don't even have that amount of space inside of your own computer. First thing, you cannot store that much data. The second particular thing is the recommendation engine of Netflix. How is it able to suggest that, okay, you should watch Agent Elvis? Or how is it able to suggest to me that you should watch Munna by MBBS or Tare Zameen Par or Elephant Whisperers or all these kind of shows? How is it able to recommend me all this? That idea of recommendation, that engine of recommendation, nobody knows. That is the reason why everybody is not creating a Netflix of their own, right? Because they don't have access to that many number of shows and movies. They don't have access to the recommendation engine of Netflix. That is the business idea, that is the recipe that Netflix is using, and it is not disclosing to everybody. Only some people who work inside of the Netflix are able to get access to that recommendation engine. Are you guys able to understand it? Just like the people working in the kitchen are the only people who can see the chef cooking, who can see the recipe itself. Similar to that, only the software engineers that work inside of Netflix will know how the recommendation engine works, how is the entire backend happening. All these shows, all these TV series, all these movies are getting sent to you from the backend to the front end, right? So all these shows and everything is being saved somewhere, and the backend is basically sending all that to you. Your backend is nothing else but piece of code. Okay, please try to understand it. When I'm saying backend right over here, it is nothing else but a piece of code, guys. Okay, please try to understand that. Backend is nothing too spectacular or something like that. It is still a piece of code only. And that is the use of backend. For example, you are logging into Netflix. Okay, you are writing your ID and your password. How is Netflix able to identify that, okay, this is the correct ID and password? How is it able to rectify that? So there is a storage unit called as database. Okay, so the storage unit that is there right over here inside of the backend is called as database. It's called as database, and inside of this database, all the IDs, all the passwords are being stored. And when you're entering your ID and password in the front end, it is getting sent to the backend code itself, which the backend code is checking from the database whether your ID and password is correct or not. If it is correct, you are getting access to Netflix. Otherwise, it is saying to you that there is something problematic with this. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Now, like I said, the backend is nothing else but a piece of code, right? Backend is nothing else but a piece of code. Now, I said to you guys that front end will send some information back to the backend, and the backend will send that, okay, your like ID and password was correct, or your ID and password was wrong, and so on and so forth. In that particular case itself, who is doing this communication? When you are inside of a kitchen, okay, the chef is not coming to your table and asking, what do you want me to cook, right? Who is coming to your table and taking up your order, guys? Who is coming up to your table and taking up the order? Please let me know. The chef does not come to your table and ask that what do you want me to cook, right? Who comes to your table and takes the order, guys? Please let me know. The waiter. Who is the person? The chef does not, like, once the chef has created his entire food, the chef is not the person who takes the food to your table. Who is the person who collects the food from the kitchen and takes it to your table itself? The waiter. The waiter is the mode of communication between the front end and the back end of a restaurant. Okay. This is the waiter, guys. It is the mode of communication between the front end and the back end. For websites, okay, for example, the ID and password that you are entering inside of the front end, that getting sent to the back end, and that back end sending you the movie, or the back end sending you the video, the back end sending you the access for a website itself to the front end. All that is done by a waiter, and that waiter inside of web development is called as an API, or application programming interface, guys. Inside of a website, that waiter is called as an application programming interface, or an API, guys. Please remember the full form of API. Okay, please remember the full form of API, guys. Application programming interface. Now, coming back to the point, guys, like I said, backend is nothing else but just a piece of code. Do you guys remember that or not? Please do let me know. Backend is nothing else but just a piece of code. Do you guys remember that? I told you guys just like a few minutes ago. Yes. So if it's a piece of code itself, code cannot just live inside of the air. Okay, it needs resources for it to run. You don't write code inside of the air. Do you write code inside of the air and it just makes an entire thing? No, right? You write it inside of a computer. Your code requires resources such as CPU, such as GPU, such as RAM, such as storage that is present inside of your computer for a code to run, right? So backend is basically a piece of code and nothing else. That I hope so that everybody is able to understand. Backend is nothing else but a piece of code, and this code requires the resources of a computer to run, guys. Now in many of the and that resources is being provided to it by something called a server. Okay, something called as a server itself. Now many of you guys will be like, sir, I'm hearing about server for the very first time in my life. I don't know what a server is. And I'm guaranteeing you a fact that, guys, you are completely wrong. You are completely wrong. Everyone and anybody in this meeting has already seen a server. Has already seen a server. Let me prove it to you. So when you go to, I will just go to Google Images. I'll search for server. So in any and every movie that you guys must have seen throughout the time itself, there will be some movies in which they will show you such a room and they will be like, hey, I will connect my laptop into this and I will write some code and I will hack it. I will download the files. I will destroy it. And these type of like in Hollywood movies and Bollywood movies, in many of the movies, you must have seen such type of rooms, right? This type of rooms, you must have seen it. Please let me know. Have you guys seen such type of rooms in some of the movies that you have seen at any particular point of time, guys? Right? And everybody in this meeting, okay, if you have seen a Hollywood movie, you have seen a Bollywood movie, it is always there. Okay, in some movie or the other, you have already seen it. Okay, so these boxes that you are able to see on the screen itself, yeah, these boxes that you are able to see on your screen itself, each of these boxes is called as a server, guys. Each of these boxes is called as a server. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. A server, think about a server in a very simple manner. I'm trying to explain it to you guys. A server is nothing else but a laptop, a very powerful laptop. First of all, it's not just any shitty ass laptop, but a very powerful laptop without a screen. Okay, so think about a server in such a way, guys, that it is a very powerful laptop without a screen. It has the best, okay, the highest performing GPU that is available right over there, the highest performing CPU that is available in the market. It has the best quality RAM and very high amount of RAM as well, like 128, 256 gigs of just RAM, that is that much. Okay, and so on and so forth. It has like it is one of the costliest machines on the planet itself. So what happens is that these servers are very costly. Okay, please try to understand, your backend code lives on these servers, guys, and each of these servers are very costly. Why is it costly? For example, let's assume, now many of you guys are asking what is the meaning of GPU. See guys, let me reiterate the fact. There's one more prerequisite for this bootcamp, that you should know what a computer is. If you're here to learn IT and you don't know what a computer is, what is a part of a computer, if you ask me that, so what is a keyboard, then I'm not going to help you out with that. Okay, because I'm assuming coming to this bootcamp, you know that there's a computer. What is a laptop? What is a GPU? What is a CPU? What is a RAM? I think so. That is the basic thing that I should expect from a student who is here to learn backend web development. Okay. Please do not ask me what is a keyboard, what is a mouse. For that was covered in like second standard or third standard itself by teachers in every school. So yeah, let us keep it at that. Okay, cool. So let's continue from right over there, guys. Like I said, these servers are very costly. Let me give you an example. So Google provides a server. Okay, Google provides a server which uses the Tesla GPU. Okay, which produces the Tesla GPU. Tesla GPU is not even available to normal public to purchase. Okay, very rarely you will be able to purchase it. And each of these Tesla GPU costs about 6 to 7 lakh rupees a GPU. Costs about 6 to 7 lakh rupees for just one GPU itself, guys. It is very costly. Very costly, guys. A CPU, a very high performance CPU will cost you about 3 to 4 lakh rupees. A very high performing like 128 gigs of RAM will cost you about 5 to 4 lakh rupees itself. So a server itself is a unit that a good server will cost you above 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, and sometimes even 50 lakhs as well. That is how costly it is. Again, for those guys who don't understand this, let me tell you guys. So for example, a very simple server that is available for you guys to use is the MacBook cheese grater. Have you guys heard about the MacBook cheese grater, guys? Please let me know. Have you guys heard about the MacBook cheese grater, guys? Have you guys heard about the MacBook cheese grater? What? Why have you guys not heard about it? It is one of the biggest things. Mac Pro. Okay, okay. You must have not heard about the cheese grater. Let me show you guys how it looks like. Are you guys? Do you guys remember this? The MacBook that comes up with $1,000 stand or some shit. Do you guys know about the Mac Pro? This is the latest and the greatest Mac that was released by Apple itself. The most costliest desktop that is there in the entire world. So servers are a little bit more powerful than this. Okay, servers are a little bit more powerful than this itself. So let us look at the pricing of this. Okay, let us just look at the pricing of this itself, guys. So we'll go with Mac Pro. Okay. Okay, which one? I'll just go for this one, I guess. Let's configure it out. We require the best processor that is out there, so we'll go with the best processor. We'll go with the best RAM, sorry, storage. We'll go with the best this as well. Let's assume the GPU will use the best GPU out there. We'll use a very good amount of storage as well. Okay, and yeah, so that basically costs you $52,000. One GPU, one Mac will cost you $52,000, guys. $52,000, and a server is a little bit more than that. So for those guys who don't know what is it in dollars, Just Google it up, I guess. Okay, so that is the point, guys. Now try to understand this. If you want to launch your own website, okay, if we want to launch our own website itself, should we buy a server out? Most of the time people like us won't even have the kind of money to buy a server to launch our own simple website, right? It is impossible for us to do that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. For us to buy a server, it is impossible for us to buy a server and to launch our own website right over there, right? So similarly, but it is very different for companies like Apple, Amazon, Microsoft. These companies earn in trillions of dollars. Okay, they have trillions of dollars with them, and they have bought more than millions of servers throughout the entire globe. These companies have bought more than millions of servers throughout the entire globe itself. And most of the time they are not using these servers. These servers are just lying idle. So they have started providing these servers as a rent itself. For example, we want to launch our own website. We can't invest 43 lakh rupees to just buy a server, but we can invest like somewhere around 10 to 15 rupees per day to rent a server. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. What is better, to rent a server at 10 to 15 rupees or 20 rupees or even 100 rupees per day, or to buy an entire server of more than 43 lakh rupees? To rent it out? For those guys who are not able to understand it, what would be better, to rent? Like if I want to open up restaurants at 200 different locations, what would be better, to rent 200 different locations or to buy properties at 200 different locations? Will always be better to rent it out, because I can afford to pay the rent. I cannot afford to buy properties at 200 positions itself. Okay, so that is what is called as cloud computing in a nutshell, in a very easy manner. Okay, in a very easy manner itself, I'm telling you guys this is what is called as cloud computing, guys. Wherein companies like Amazon, wherein companies like Microsoft, Google have access number of servers with them, and they rent it out to you guys at a very low price. Okay, you can rent it out according to the minutes that you're using. You can rent it out according to the hours that you're using, days, months, years. How much you are using, only for that you have to pay to these companies. Okay, and that is called as cloud computing, guys. Are you guys able to understand what is cloud computing? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand what is cloud computing, guys? Please do let me know. Good, amazing, guys, amazing. The next particular thing that is left is what is DevOps. Okay, we have learned about the three pillars of web development, guys: front-end web development, back-end web development, and cloud computing. But what about DevOps? What the fuck is DevOps right over there? Try to understand it in such a way. Have you guys faced a problem that a particular software was working exceptionally well in your computer? You gave it to a friend of yours, and now that software is not working in his computer itself. Have you guys faced such type of problems? Please let me know. That maybe in a similar way, you are having a friend of yours, he has a particular software, he has a particular game that is working absolutely fine in his own laptop. He gives you the game, he gives you the software itself, and in your laptop it is not working at all. Have you guys faced such type of problems itself, guys? I think so. Most of the students who are out here, if they are into programming, they will have faced the exact same problem. But sometimes with normal games and softwares as well, these type of problems are faced by people. Okay, so just try to imagine this, guys, that in every company, okay, on one particular project itself, there will be thousands of developers who will be sitting right over there and working on that project itself. They have to share the exact same software with each other. They have to share the exact same code with each other itself. It is very difficult to make sure that if one code is working on my laptop, it should work on every other laptop as well, irrespective of whether they have a MacBook, they have a Linux, they have like Windows, whatever is there in their laptop, whatever OS that they are using, the software should run the exact same way. Okay, for example, if I'm having a Windows laptop, the game that I'm using right over here, it won't work on your MacBook. It won't work on your MacBook itself. But in a corporate, you don't want that. Whatever software it is, it should work in every single laptop out there. That is the solution for that is basically DevOps. One of the solutions for that is DevOps, guys. I'm not going to go into a lot about DevOps, but these type of problems related to softwares, okay, related to your code being able to function on every single laptop out there in the exact same manner as it was functioning on your own computer, is one of the problems that is being solved by DevOps. Okay, DevOps basically means development operations. Okay, whatever problems are faced during the development process, whatever operation problems are faced during the development process, to solve those problems itself, DevOps as a culture was created. DevOps as a tool was created, guys. And that is the major point of DevOps. Okay. Because yes, front end web development, you are able to understand to create front end of the website. Back end web development, you are able to understand to create back end of the website. Cloud computing, you guys are able to understand to take out servers on rent so that you don't have to buy so many different servers. But to manage a website itself, to make sure that many different people are able to work on the same project, thousands of developers are able to work in a company itself to make sure that everything runs smoothly, that is where DevOps is needed. And DevOps, that is the reason why DevOps is needed to be understood by every single person out there who wants to go into development as well. Okay, it's a very important point, guys. Please do remember. Okay, so that is what I have told you guys up till now. That is the 4 pillars of web development. Could you guys let me know what are the 4 pillars of web development, guys? Just a quick revision, guys. Just a quick revision. What are the 4 pillars of web development, guys? Just a quick revision. What are the 4 pillars of web development? Gaurav Trivedi, amazing. Front end, back end, DevOps, and cloud. These are the 4 pillars of web development, guys, that we have understood right now. Now, the major point is for us, it is back end web development, right? We don't care ourselves with front end, we don't care ourselves with cloud or DevOps. Our main goal will be to understand what is back end web development, what are the languages that I should be knowing for learning back end web development, what are the technologies that I should be focusing upon, right? And then we'll be starting to learn these languages, these tools as well in this bootcamp. Okay, so for backend development, guys, see, backend can be done in any programming language out there. There are millions of programming languages in the world, guys. First, try to understand this. There are millions of programming language out there. There's a programming language called as brainfuck. There is a programming language that is called as Pikachu, where you write Pika 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 to create the program itself. Okay, there are programming languages that are worse than your worst nightmare as well. Okay, but what you need to learn is on the base. I'm not kidding about it. You can just Google it as well. There is a programming language called as Pikachu. There is a programming language called as Brainfuck as well. Okay, these are official programming languages. I'm not joking about it right now. Okay, so try to understand this Bailang as well. Abhishek knows about it. Bailang is also there. So try to understand this, guys. Whatever you want to learn right now, it should be inclined with the number of jobs that are available in that particular field. Okay, how high paying is that particular field itself, how in demand it is in the industry. Okay, and according to that, you will be learning that language, and you should be learning the backend technologies in that language itself. Now please try to understand it, guys, that the number one programming language in the entire fucking world is JavaScript. Please try to understand this, guys. The number one programming language in the entire fucking world is JavaScript, guys. First point, very important to learn. Okay, JavaScript at number 1, and number 2 it is Python. Okay, now Python is at number 2 because all the data science work, all the machine learning, AI, all this goes behind Python itself. So 30-40% of that credit goes to Python, because like everything done in AI ML is done in Python itself. But when we are not here to learn data science, we are here to learn backend web development. So we need to look into the perspective of web development itself. Try to understand this, guys, in any website that you guys are currently using, any and every. I'm 100%, I'm talking about 100% of the websites that are created, the front end of those websites are created using JavaScript. 100% of the websites that you guys are currently using, the front end of those websites are created using JavaScript, guys. Now think about it. If you are a company, you are having 500 employees, 500 software engineers that are already very proficient in JavaScript, that are already working in JavaScript in front-end development. You don't have any choice right over there. Then why would you hire people with other programming languages to come there and work and create like backend in some other programming language? If the backend person is also working in JavaScript, the front-end person is also working in JavaScript, they will easily be able to collaborate with each other. They will be easily able to help each other out, right? Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know. That is the reason why the most amount of jobs, the most high paying jobs as well, is available in backend web development, in the programming language of JavaScript, in the technology of Node.js, Express, and MongoDB. These are the three technologies that are there in backend. That is the most highest paying and the most amount of jobs that are available that you will be able to get into. Now, many of you guys must be like, sir, I have heard about another programming language, sir. It is called as Java. Is Java and JavaScript related to each other? Because it looks very similar, right? Java and JavaScript. Is there any relationship? Should I learn Java before starting JavaScript or something like that? Now, please try to understand it. Java and JavaScript are as similar to each other as apple and pineapple are. Yes, both of them are fruits. Apple is also a fruit. Pineapple is also a fruit. But are they related to each other? No. Is there any correlation between each other? No. The only relationship is that both of them are fruits. And they have APPLE in their spelling. Similar to that, you are having car and carpet. Both of them, are they related to each other? Is like if you live in the world of Aladdin where carpets are able to fly and simultaneously your cars are also able to fly, maybe there are some similarities that I am not able to see right now, but there is no similarity, just the spelling CAR is common between them, right? Similar to that, Java and JavaScript has no correlationships with each other. Java was the most in demand and the most used programming language 20 years ago, not right now. Java was the most in demand and the most used programming language for backend as well 20 years ago, not right now. Things have changed. JavaScript has taken the very first spot right now, guys, and for the next 20 years, JavaScript is going to remain as the most used and the most in demand programming language in the entire world. Okay, good. Raja Tamil has been there with us for a very long period of time, so he will know this fact as well. That initially the name of JavaScript was LiveScript. Okay, the original name of the programming language JavaScript was LiveScript, guys. Now, what happened was at that particular point of time, 20 years ago, Java was the most in use, the most popular programming language in the entire world. So just as a marketing tactic, the name of LiveScript was changed to JavaScript so that people confuse that there is some correlation between them and they start using it itself. And that is how it became the world's #1 programming language. Okay, so always remember this, guys. Okay, the next particular thing is, guys, first we will be starting off with learning JavaScript. Okay, once we have learned, so why I'm not telling you guys what is Node.js, what is Express right now. Okay, there's a reason behind it. First of all, I've been taking backend web development classes for almost 2 years. Okay, so I know how to take up the pace, when to teach what to say at what particular point of time. Okay, so I'm not telling you guys right now. I'll be telling you guys after we have learned JavaScript. The first 2 days, guys, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll be spending on learning JavaScript hands-on. Okay, we'll be spending the first 2 days on learning JavaScript hands-on. What do I mean by hands-on? I will be coding. I will be teaching you guys how to code in JavaScript. I will be making you guys understand the basics of JavaScript entirely. Okay, for the first 2 days. In the second half of the second day, that is on the third day itself, third day of the boot camp. Okay, on the third day of the bootcamp itself, guys, in the second half, once we have completed JavaScript, I will be making you guys understand, okay, what is Node.js and what is Express in a very easy manner. And I'm guaranteeing it to you guys. Just like today, you have able to understand everything that is there. You will be able to understand what is Node.js, why is it used, what is Express, why is it used very easily. Very easily. And then we'll start off with the practical implementation of Node.js and Express. We'll understand the basics, and on the very last day of the bootcamp, that is on the 7th day of the bootcamp, guys, we will be creating our backend web development project that will be putting up on your resumes, as well as after the bootcamp ends, you will be getting your certificates as well. That again, you will be putting up on your certificates on your resume. So that would be amazing as well, right? So that is how we are going to proceed further. Today, I just introduced you to the topic. Today, I cleared up some of the basics so that everybody is on the same level. So when I'm using terms like cloud computing, when I'm using terms like backend, when I'm using terms like JavaScript, you guys are able to understand what I'm speaking about. Our vocabulary skills are to the mark right now. And from tomorrow, we'll be starting with the direct practice in JavaScript, guys. Okay. So are you guys excited for tomorrow's class? Please let me know. Are you guys excited for tomorrow's class, guys? Come on, do let me know. Yes, I'll be teaching JavaScript from the utmost basics, guys. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, just what I need. I'm not asking it. The bootcamp is free, right? Did somebody ask you to make a payment for the bootcamp? No, right? You are being provided with 3 certificates from Google, Microsoft, and DevTown. Is somebody asking you to pay for that? No, it's completely for free. The only thing that I'm asking from you guys is your dedication to learn, your willingness to learn, your encouragement to learn, you coming here in the class, being excited that yes, today I'm going to learn something new. Okay, that is what is needed from you guys. Nothing less, nothing more, guys. And I am very sure that you guys will be able to understand everything, and you will be going out of this bootcamp a better person before coming back. Because now you have learned backend, okay? You can use some of your business ideas and convert it into a great application as well, right? So keeping that in mind, guys, let me explain to you guys how are you guys going to receive your certificates and what will be the criteria for receiving the certificates, guys. So you will be receiving your certificates on your email IDs. Okay, all the 3 certificates will be sent to you guys on your email ID after the end of the bootcamp. So please, guys, I know some of you guys will be asking, sir, I attended the class yesterday. I've still not received my certificates. Dude, the certificates are after the end of the bootcamp, right? That is going to be after 7 days. Okay. The second thing, guys, the only the condition of receiving the certificates is to come to the classes live, is to come to the classes on time. Okay, every single day I will be taking up multiple attendances. You have to fill up the attendance in the class. How will I give the attendance? What will be the attendance be? All that I'll be letting you guys know after a few minutes. So please wait for that. For those students who have not registered for this bootcamp, even if you are filling up your attendance, we will consider that as your registration itself. So do not worry about it. Okay. So those students who will be having 100% attendance, those students will be given the certificates. It's as simple as that, guys. Those students will be having 100% attendance will be given the certificates. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Right? Good. So did you guys like today's class? I will be taking up the attendance after 5 minutes, guys. Every day the classes. So today is the very first day. I'm taking up a class of just 60 minutes. From tomorrow onwards, the classes will be of 90 minutes, guys. From tomorrow onwards, the classes will be of 90 minutes. But the first day, I don't want to bore you guys. Okay. So do you guys enjoy today's class, guys? Please let me know. You guys enjoy today's class? You guys had fun? Did you guys learn something new today? Good, guys. The classes every day will be at 7:30 p.m. IST. That is Indian Standard Time. 7:30 p.m. IST. That is Indian Standard Time, guys. Okay. So that's great to hear that everybody, most of you guys actually liked today's class. It's really very encouraging for us as well. So guys, please try to understand this, guys, that giving you guys these certificates via Google, Microsoft, and maybe if everything goes well in this boot camp, I will not be able to promise you guys this, but if everything goes well in this boot camp, one more certificate, a surprise certificate, will be sent to you guys via Amazon as well. So I'm not 100% sure, because it will be depending upon your response. Okay, it will be depending upon how well you are coming to the classes every single day, how much efforts you're putting up in the class itself, how much you are learning right over here. So depending upon your involvement in the class, guys, if everything goes well, you will also be receiving a certificate via Amazon as well, guys. So this is the very first time over a span of almost 2 years that we are into taking up boot camps. This is the very first time that we are able to provide a certificate via Amazon as well. I didn't say at the starting because I wanted you guys to focus upon the class. That is the reason why. So see, guys, why I'm saying that if everything goes well, please try to understand it, guys, that how we are able to get these certificates. We have to showcase these companies that yes, the students loved the classes, the students enjoyed the classes, they were able to learn something new in the class as well, and based on those results, these companies provide us with the certificates to give it to you guys for free. Usually these certificates cost about 2000 3000 rupees per certificate, but we are able to provide it to you guys via for free via Amazon, via Google, as well as Microsoft. So to make sure that we are continuously able to do that for you guys, I'm requesting only two things from you right now. Just scroll a little bit down below. You'll be able to see two buttons right over there, a like button and a subscribe button. So all the students who are liking the video and subscribing the channel today will be showing those results to these companies, and on the base of those results we get the certificates to give it to you guys, right? So to make sure that this goes pretty well, pretty smoothly, there are almost 2300 people live with us right now. Can we take an aim of at least 2100 likes and subscribes, guys? Please let me know. Can we take an aim of at least 2100 likes and subscribes, guys? Please let me know. And great. So like I said, guys, so in this bootcamp, you will be given the certificates via Amazon as well. We are currently in the process of collaborating with GitHub as well as Postman for our future bootcamps. We are trying our level best to get Meta also involved in this, because actually within Fang we have catered to Amazon, we have catered to Microsoft, Google. There's just two more things are left, Apple and Facebook. Let's see if we are able to get them to agree for that as well, because right now the level that we are growing just due to you guys, okay, it's all due to you guys. It's such that companies have started approaching us to make sure that the boot camps goes well, you guys are able to get everything that you guys want. So let's take an aim of at least 2100 likes and subscribes, guys. Please let me know. We are already at 1800 likes, guys. Can we take an aim of 300 more, guys? Please let me know. Can we take an aim of 300 more, guys? Please let me know. Can we take an aim of 300 more, guys? In the meanwhile, I'll create your attendance as well, guys. In the meanwhile, I'll create your attendance as well. In the meanwhile, I will create your attendance as well, guys. I am creating the attendance in the meanwhile, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Up till the time, guys, we are already at 1900. Let us take an aim of at least 200 more, guys. In the meanwhile, I will create the attendance for today, guys. Give me a second. Guys, do like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it helps us to give the results back to the companies very easily. And you guys keep on getting your certificates as well. So both of the things are amazing right over there. Okay. Along with the same, guys, if you guys want to connect with me personally, you guys can connect with me on LinkedIn as well as on Instagram, guys. So this is the video that you guys are currently watching, as you are able to see right over here. This is the video that you guys are currently watching, as you are able to see right over here. In the description of the video itself, you will be able to see a link to connect with your mentor. Okay, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn or on Instagram, you guys can definitely do that from right over here itself. I put up my LinkedIn ID as well as my Instagram ID right over here. If you want to connect with me professionally, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. If you want to connect with me like just for that, you can connect with me on Instagram as well. So it'll be great to connect with you guys as well, guys. It will be amazing to see you guys right over there. And right now I'm going to give you guys the attendance link. Okay, please remember that the attendance link will be closed in 10 minutes, guys. Okay, now if the attendance link is not working for you, please listen to this very carefully. Please listen to this very carefully. If the attendance link is not working for you guys, then just reload the attendance link. Just reload the attendance link continuously. It will start working for you. What should you do? If you refresh, reload, whatever you want to consider. If the attendance link is not working for you, just refresh, reload the attendance link. In 1 or 2 minutes, it will start working for you once again. Okay, keep on refreshing, keep on reloading. It will work for you. You get an error that the traffic error is there, or this link is not accessible or something like that, just reload the attendance link. Okay, in 10 minutes the attendance link will be closed, guys, for today's class. So I'm already providing you guys with the attendance link in the live chat, as you are able to see. I'm providing you guys with the attendance link in the live chat, as you are able to see right over here. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:30. What is this? 8:43. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:43, guys. Please start filling up the attendance right now. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:43. Please start filling up the attendance link right now, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat, as you guys are able to see. So as you're able to see, the first attendance has poured in, guys. The first set of attendances have poured in. So yes, the attendance link is working absolutely fine. If you are facing any problems, just reload the attendance link, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys, as you guys are able to see. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow, guys, at exactly 7:30. Please be on time in the class. Okay, we'll meet in the class exactly at 7:30. Please be on time in the class, guys. Okay, please be on time in the class, guys. Okay, tomorrow we'll meet again at 7:30, guys. Please be on time in the class. And we'll meet tomorrow once again at 7:30, and we'll continue with our class, guys. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow at 7:30. The attendance link is working absolutely fine. If it is not working for you, just reload the attendance link. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow at 7:30 within our class, guys, and we'll continue with our class from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll meet in our class tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye. Nobody's saying bye to me. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. We'll meet in tomorrow's class at 7:30. Please be on time, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.